Today we are going to see how to create a table with HTML. Okay. So a table is made up of rows and columns. That is true. A table is a web page. In a web page is created. Now for creating a paragraph, we use p tag, right? For creating a horizontal ruled line, we use HR tag. For creating image, inserting image, we use IMG tag. So the same way, if we want to create a table, okay, if we want to create a table, what are we going to use is the table tag. Now this tag is a container tag. What do you mean by container? That it has a lid also and it has a base also. So it has open table and closed table. Then it is said to be a container tag. The tags and attributes used to create a table are as follows. What are the different attributes a table is used? First, you have table, which indicates we want a table. Okay, we want to create a table on the page. Next is caption. Caption is the description of the figure. It is used to specify a table heading. Okay, used to specify the figure, the table, what the table is about. I am describing it with the help of caption. It is a line attribute and which can have on the top or at the bottom. These two values the align can have, because I have to show the caption on the top or at the bottom. Top is the default value. Okay, if you're not giving any value, the caption will be seen at the top. TR. TR, this tag is used to create each row in the table. TH, it indicates table heading. TH is generally used for first row column content of the table. It displays content in the bold format. It can be replaced with TD. Okay. And next is TD. It specifies data within the table content. So I will just show you. Okay, here. This is a table. Okay. I have a table. I have first row, second row, third row, and fourth row. Right? My first row tells me that it is headings. Right? What is my first row? It is heading and it is in bold. Right? These are the headings and this row contains bold. Okay, headings. And the others are data. The others are data. Right? So I don't consider this table as column wise. I am going to create table row wise only. Okay, so first I'll create first row, then second row, then third row, and then fourth row. It goes according to the rows. Okay, now here wherein it's written one, it's written keyboard, it's written monitor, these are known as table data. Okay, and here we have table, heading, right? These all are table data. And this what we have written here, output. It can be termed as the caption. Okay. So I have, now each row when I start with TR. When I start my row, I start with TR tag. Okay. Then I have table heading. Again, next to TR and I have TD. Okay. I'll just explain you here. Spotlight. Okay. So I have doc type HTML, HTML head, title. Title I have just given the table is with 4 rows and 3 columns. Title close, head close. Now we start with the second section as body tag. Okay, body tag. Then in the body section, we start with the table. Table, and I am specifying that table border should be 2. I want a border of size 2. Then this is my first row, right? I just clear it out. This is my first row, which says SR number. Okay, so what I have here is table border. Then my first row starts with TR. Okay, TR, and in this first table row, I have heading. So my first heading is what is my table heading? SR number. Second, input device. Third, output device. Right? Here, serial number, input device, output device. Okay? So these all are my headings. These all are my headings. Okay, these are my headings. So I start my TR here and ends it here. Okay. Now, second TR. This was my first TR. TR open, TR close. My second table row. It does not have a heading now. Right? In this table, if you see, the first row is bold, that is the heading, and the next others are normal data. Fine. So I have TR, TD. Now here I am not using TH, but I am using TD. TD stands for table data. Okay, I have table data open, and here can you see it's 1, this one, right? And TD close. Second TD open, keyboard, and TD close. So each and every year I need to write. These are my table data. Okay, these all are. So I start my TD here and end my TD here. Start my TD here, end my TD here. Start my TD here, end my TD here. And end the table row. Okay. Okay. So my third row, I have TR open. My table row starts, and then I have my first table data. TD open, TD close. TD open second data. TD close. TD open third data. TD close and TR close. Next data, I start with my TR tag again, right? Here. Clear all my. So first TR, SR number, TH heading. Second TR, second row, I have one keyboard monitor, close TR. Third TR, I have 2 mouse printers. And then last is 3 joystick plotters. Close the table, close the body, close the HTML. Okay. Now, what are the attributes of table tags? Okay, what different things I can do with the table? First, I can specify the border. This attribute is required to display a border for the entire table. It has a numbered value. And if border attribute is not specified, the table is created without border, or both table as well as columns are without border. Okay, so I have to mention that if I want a value, I need to mention it as numbered value, right? What do you mean by that? Is here. What have I given it here? What did I give? Border is equal to 1 or 2, right? So I got border like this. Now, if I want a different border, here, border is equal to 3, right? So I have border equal to 3, and this border is a little bit thick. Correct? Okay, so this type you can give the borders to the table. Now, first attribute for table is border. Second attribute is border color. Which color you want for the border, you can specify that with the color name. Align, where you want your table to be aligned, left, center, right, whichever alignment you want, you can give. BG color, which background color you want to give, that background color you can set for the table. Next, we have attributes of TR, TH, and TD. The attributes for table are different, row and all those things. But for TR, TH, and TD, we have different attributes. But align is for table also and for TR, TH, TD also. It aligns the text horizontally. The values are aligned at left, center, and right. As we create table in Word, and we can align them the same way we can align here also. These two are very important attributes, call span and row span. Call span, this attribute is used within TD or TH. Okay, only in TD and TH I can use call span. It creates a single column spanning across the table. Now I have 4 columns and I need to merge them together. Okay, so I have call span. I am spanning few columns and combining it and making as one. So that is call span. It takes a numbered value based on the number of columns to be spanned in a table. Do you want to span 2 columns or 3 columns or 4 columns? Number is the important one which has to be mentioned there. Okay, column span. Same as row span. This attribute is used with TD and TH. Anyone can be used. It creates a single row spanning across a table. Many rows I will combine. And I can have a row span. It also takes a numbered value based on the number of rows to be spanned in a table. Just see the example. Here it's given TR, TH, and TD tags can have BG color attribute for specifying background color. TR, TH, TD tags can have BG color attribute for specifying background colors to a row or a column respectively. Okay, so I have 3 tags which can be used for the table, right? So we'll just see here, program number 4. What is given? I am spanning something. I'm combining something. Okay, what am I combining here is, if we see here, this is my first row and this is my second row, right? Okay, so I have combined this one cell and this one cell, right? If I am not combining, I will see this one cell, this one cell, this cell. So I will have 4 cells, right? 4 squares or rectangles I will have. That means first row 2 data and second row 2 data. But what I want is this should be combined. First row and second row should be combined and my first cell should be spanning. Okay, so how will I do that? TD row span. My first row. Okay, I gave the border as 3. Table border as 3, so I can get a thick border here. Then my first row here. Okay, if I come across my first row, first step only I can see that it is span. Right? It is combined. So my first table data is row span 2. So I want my table data to expand and cover 2 rows. Then I need to mention it as color. After you combine, wherever you are free, and then you can give the data. So my first table data over, second table data. What is second table data now here? Background color I have given as red. Okay, and I wrote in it and close TD, close TR. Second table row I start here. TD BG color as green. So I want this table data to get the background color as green. And I'm writing as green, TD close, TR close. So this is my normal. I did not give any span, but span is here itself. So once it is spanned, the next content would be same as it is. Okay, understood? This is row span. Now, if we consider call span here, this is the example. Now, what is done here is I have first row and I have second row. So, first row, second row, I have first data and second data. So, if I am not combining the first row, what will happen? Here one data and here one data. So, what am I doing? I am combining two columns in the first data only. What is spanning here? Two columns are spanned. So, my first TR and my first table data. What is my first TR and first data? Yes. Then I have TD call span as 2. So I want two columns to be combined and I want it to align in the center. So I can get the colors text in the center. Okay? Colors close, TD close, TR close. Second row, first row over, I have combined. Now second row, I just need to give back BG color as red and text red, BG color as green and text green. Over, create the table, TR, close the table row, close the table data, close body data, and close the HTML. Okay. So this is how you create table, create row span, call span, and give the different attributes. And you're going to create this to insert your photograph in a web page. The required tag is used. Which tag is used for inserting photograph? IMG. Can the ruled line be colored in blue? Yes, it can be. To display table without borders, the syntax can be as, I don't want to display the table without borders. So default border equal to 0. Which attribute spans two or more columns of the table? Columns you need to span. So you'll get call span. Call span. Next is creating hyperlinks in a page. Now, what are hyperlinks? Hyperlinks are used to connect one document with another document. Now, there are certain keywords. Clicking on that, it can take me to the next page. Okay. If I have home text, and which is in blue color and which is underlined. Okay. I take my cursor on it, then the cursor changes. Cursor is arrow shaped, and when I take it to that particular link, that particular keyword which is in blue and underlined, my cursor will change to hand shape. If it is changing, then I will call it the link, the text what is there, I will call that as a hyperlink. If my text or my cursor is not changing, it is in the arrow shape, then it is not a hyperlink. Okay? In HTML, links are created by using this tag. Now here hyperlink, table means table tag, image means IMG tag, paragraph means P tag. So here hyperlink means not hyper or any links. I need a tag which is A tag. Okay. A is also called as anchor tag. Anchor is, it's a kind of glue where I want my page to stick. Okay. Clicking on which it will take me to the next page. When you open any website and click on a text or an image, it takes you to that particular page. It is known as hyperlink. Now you all will know what is the meaning of hyperlink. Now how are we going to create that? Very important sections here. First section, my A tag. Second section is what I want it to display. First section, what I want to open and on which I should click. ठीक है, on which I should click. So two important steps here. I have a tag, open, a close. So a, my first attribute is href. Href is hyperreference. Href is hyperreference. Now, where you want to refer this text to? That means if the user is clicking on the text, what should open? So, mypage.html should open. Clicking on what? Clicking on this text. Click here for my page. Right? So on the page, you can see click here for my page. And when you click on that, the mypage.html should open. The href attribute in the above syntax is used to specify address of the file, that is the URL, which needs to be opened as on clicking. Okay. When I click on that particular address, the new page should open. That is what is hyperlink. Okay, HTML link colors. Now, what are the different colors which we can see when we click on the links? Now, first color, a hyperlink by default appears in blue color. By default, how it appears? Blue color and underline. Okay, blue color and underline. Next is, it is not visited by any user. Okay, it is blue if it is not visited by any user. But the visited link is underlined and in purple. An active link is underlined and blue. ठीक है, एक्टिव लिंक क्या होता है? अंडरलाइन किया जाता है, ब्लू में है, और विजिटेड लिंक underlined and purple. ठीक है, these are the link colors which by seeing those colors we can understand whether it's visited or not visited. Now I can create text link. I can create image link also. What do you mean by image hyperlink here? We have Google Image, right? If I open my Google Image page and I have many images, clicking on one image will take me to another page wherein that image is there, right? On the website where that image is there. So what is happening here? Clicking on the image, it is taking me somewhere. First, what used to happen? Clicking on the text was showing me a new page, but here clicking on the image will show me a new page. The same way I can click on my email address and my compose box is open. Okay. Now, how are we going to give them image hyperlink? Okay. First thing, now if you see a hyperlink here, ahref, and here what you want to open, and close a. So my page.html, click here for my page and close a. The same sections we have for image. Okay. This angle bracket open and angle bracket close till here. Ahref, which page you want to open? I want to open my page 2.html. But clicking on what you want to open, clicking on image you want to open. So here I have img src arrow.gif and all click on arrow. Okay, here I have written a text and here I have given an image. Only this difference, or else this A is closed, this A is closed. I have this as HTML, my page.html, and here the reference is my page 2.html. right? So this is text linking and this is image linking. Fine. Forms in the HTML will be starting at next Monday. Clear till here? Everyone understood? Any doubts?